Doctor. Vital signs are online. Heart rate is increasing and brain activity is spiking. It looks like there might have been some damage to the stasis pod caused by the energy cloud we hit.
I want that pod opened now and get the patient onto the table.
Right away, Doctor.
Whoa, take it easy. You're alright. Welcome back to the land of the living, Sleeping Beauty. Easy now. We made it to Andromeda, but it wasn't without a few bumps in the road. We hit some sort of energy cloud on our way in and it damaged the ship, as well as a few stasis pods, including yours. No casualties, and everything is being repaired as we speak, but I need to make sure that there's no lingering damage. Your pod was cracked, which caused you to start thawing at an alarming rate. I just want to go over a few things with you to make sure you're alright. Alright? Good. First and foremost, tell me how you're feeling. I know it's a bit overwhelming to be awake after sleeping for 600 years. But does anything feel off? Do you feel any pain or discomfort anywhere? Good. While you were out, I took some blood samples and your tests came back alright. Although you'll likely have a bad case of stasis sickness for a few weeks or so. But don't worry about that too much. It's completely normal. You'll feel disoriented, weak, and nauseous. Almost like having the flu or pneumonia. But it will wear off, and you just have to let it run its course. Before I allow you to leave, though, I am going to do a full body scan. I needed you to be alert for this, so I couldn't do it until you came around. If you want, just lie back for me. Lie back. That's it. Alright, just relax. The scan will take a few minutes to complete. As it's processing, I'll be keeping an eye on the screen here to make sure nothing abnormal comes up. However, to be honest, I believe that if there were any serious problems, we would have already seen the signs. I just want to be thorough. Deep breaths, relax, and here we go. Scan is functioning normally. While we wait for that, I'll give you a brief status report on our situation. Unfortunately, things have gotten off to a bit of a rocky start. We hit that energy cloud and it blew out our comms. We're working on getting them back up, but they say they're having trouble contacting the Nexus. And, as it turns out, our golden world doesn't seem so golden after all. We've all been awaiting our perfect Eden, but unfortunately, it seems things have changed. Habitat 7 was selected by the Andromeda Initiative as our earliest settlement. All the signs pointed to a lush and biologically diverse tropical region, which could have easily supported our first outposts. However, when we arrived in the Helios cluster, we received quite the shock. We cannot communicate with the Nexus or the other arcs, so we attempted to see if Habitat 7 was even still viable. Unfortunately, all of our assessments concluded that it is not. Habitat 7 is no longer the tropical paradise we believed it to be. Rather, it is storm-racked with an unbreathable argon-nitrogen atmosphere. Our scanners show that there is intense magnetic activity in foreign metallic elements, which are interacting with the storms in some way, causing interesting but highly destructive electrical phenomena. Alec Ryder, our pathfinder, has decided to take his team to the surface to assess the situation on the ground. But a few hours ago we lost communication with him. We picked up some debris, which we believe is the remains of a shuttle. They had a rough landing, but Sam has kept us informed of their vitals, so they are alive, just flying blind. I know it's a lot to take in at once, but you're high priority personnel, and I have no doubt that as soon as I release you from the clinic, you're going to be thrown straight into work. I would prefer my patients to have a bit of rest first, but with all that's going on, only the people still in stasis will be getting any rest for a while. The scans are almost done. Just bear with them for a little while longer. Once you're on your feet, it's hard to tell the next time you'll get to even sit down, let alone lie down. So enjoy it for the moment. Eager to get to work already, are you? Well, I guess you have just been lying about for the past 6 centuries. I can appreciate your attitude, but don't push yourself too hard. If you put too much strain on your body, you won't be able to recover from the stasis sickness as quickly or as proficiently. Yes, it's true. We're off to quite the rocky start here in Andromeda, but I still have high hopes for the initiative. I'm not going to let one bad day ruin that. Sure, it definitely came out of left field, but we all knew the risks when we signed up, and were willing to face them anyway. We just crossed 2.5 million light years. That alone deserves a pat on the back. It's an impressive feat. But the challenge isn't over. We may have a long way to go before we're ready to bunker down. But we'll get there. We're all after the same thing. And with all of us working together, I'm sure we can figure out what to do. Plus, Ryder is an exceptional pathfinder. He took the task on very well. An ex-N7, no less. With his help, and with the help of the captain, and all the rest of our brilliant crew. I'll figure something out. You just need to stay positive, even if things are looking down. The better your outlook, the better your recovery will be. Medical fact, proven true. Why did I sign up? Oh, well, everyone has their reasons, you know. But at the end of the day, they're all the same. Wanting to be somewhere better, wanting to brave a frontier, a desire to be a part of something greater than yourself. I was a medic with the Alliance back in the Milky Way. I've seen a lot of turmoil, a lot of suffering, especially in the days of the First Contact War. Those were certainly some trying times. But people have always been my passion, to help them, to aid them in their time of need. I cared little for the violence involved. I wanted a new way, a better way. The initiative offered me just that. I know things can't change at the drop of a hat, but we have a real chance to build something from the ground up. Imagine the life we can create now that we're laying our foundation, the mortar of our history holding the bricks of our memories together. We all came here for a better life, in one way or another, for one reason or another. And that's what we'll have, no matter how hard we have to work for it. It's worth working towards. I believe that, with all of my heart. Ah, look at that. Your scan will be complete in 3, 2, and 1. Everything has come back clear, just as expected. I'm going to give you an injection to help deal with your stasis sickness, especially since I'm sure you're about to find yourself under a bit of stress. If you start to feel concerned about anything, don't hesitate to come back to the clinic. All commanding officers are aware of how precarious this situation is. Good luck.